Welcome back to the Toppy Blues, your source for all things Everton. My name's Connor Williams, and we're back with another one of our end of season player reviews. This time it is on Beto. Things can only get better, eh? Yeah, good season from Beto, to be honest with you. We'll get into his stats now, but on looking at it blankly without even checking his stats, good season. He's got 10 goals in 34 games for Everton. Eight of them have come in the Premier League. One of them have come in the FA Cup, and one has come in the EFL Cup. Played 1,528 minutes for Everton as well, which, to get to get 8 goals is pretty decent doing in there. In terms of stuff like his XG and that, you're looking at 8 goals from an XG of 7.86. So he's actually, he's roughly, that's roughly what you'd expect that slash want his goals to be, which is good to see as well. This is actually his one of his highest scoring seasons ever. He got for us 8 goals in the Premier League, but 11 goals overall. Last year for Udinese and us, he got 6 goals. The year before that for Udinese, he got 10. And then for Udinese and uh, the team he played for in Portugal, well, Udinese really, he got 11 again. So he's up there. That was his best scoring season, and he's back up there with 11 goals. He equals out at about 0.3 goals per game, has 1.6 shots per game, shots on target per game, 0.18. Here's where I think the criticism of Beto is fair. 12 big chances missed, which is crazy, really. I think that just equals out when you look at his XG and the fact that they're balanced out. I think that probably is because the goals he's scoring are slightly harder. Um, and the chances he's missing, sort of like they equal out like that. But yeah, so 12 big chances missed, which is something that people aren't going to be that shocked about. We know what Beto's weakness is. No assists out of a 0.47 expected assists, 2 big chances created, and 0.4 key passes per game. Successful dribbles is 0.6 per game at 53% successful dribbles as well. Um, yeah, we know that's Beto all over though with the big chances missed. I don't think any of us are shocked at that. Um, in terms of stuff like his striking of his shot ability, we'll have a look at his sort of shots now and what sort of shots he's taking. Because I'll be able to tell you that from FB Ref. But yeah, he's a player that I think is very, very interesting to watch. He's a bit marmitey, I think, at times, and can just be just a little bit annoying sometimes to watch. A lot of his shots, though, are pretty in yards. It's on average 13.1 yards away. He likes to keep it relatively within the box, which is great to see. I don't want him taking long shots either. But he is an interesting player because when you play him properly, I think he can play well, which is ball in front of him. Um, Shot creating actions wise, he's got 26 of them, which equals out of what 1.52 per 90. Um, he's good at taking on as well, and shots that lead to another shot attempt, so getting the rebound or whatever, he's got 3 of them. I think the thing with Beto is that he's good if you play in his advantage. And I think when David Moyes came in, we saw the shift under Sean Dyche. We were playing him like he's Calvert-Lewin. We were knocking the ball up to him and wanting him to, handle it and play other people on. And I think he was struggling a little bit with that. I think since David Moyes has come in and it's less aerial, it's more through balls. It's still balls forward, but there are balls now that are coming on the ground. And I think if you can play the ball on the floor in front of him for him to run onto it, he can unlock it. If you can get a person who can unlock a defense with that type of pass, he, as long as he stays on side, I think will beat a couple of the centre backs for pace because he's a big lad as well, and he's quite strong. So when he goes running, he's going to be really hard for centre backs to stop unless you bring him down, which is a foul. And once he reaches that ball, it's him and the goalkeeper. And the problem is a little bit there that it's like 60-40 on if he scores it or not, because, like I said, he has missed a lot of big chances. But 60-40, that still means he's going to score pretty most, just over half of them. And that's been the case now. So I think we play to his strengths a lot more now, which is great to see compared to last year. He's really good. By the way, I say about his aerial ability and like lumping up to him, he is good at winning his aerial duels. I just don't think you're going to get the best out of Beto using him as a static player. He needs to be someone who's running in onto balls in front of him. So, yeah, that's probably why last season we saw him struggle a little bit under Sean Dyche, and why since David Moyes has come in, we're seeing a better Beto. In terms of his highlight of the season, um, potentially Leicester. He got 2 goals against Leicester, which were great to see. I'd say if I'm honest though, just the run he had that at that period when David Moyes came in. So he got 2 against Leicester. The game after that was the derby, and he got a goal there. Maybe the derby as well because he was great in the derby. I thought. No, his highlight of the season was this run. Sorry, so the derby's included. So 2 goals against Leicester, a goal against Liverpool, a goal against Palace, and a goal against Manchester United. I honestly thought he was in contention for Player of the Month, as in you could vote for him. I honestly thought he had an outsider's chance of winning it. It was up against him and Mo Salah. I think Salah, when I remember at the time, had just pipped him for goals and assists, unfortunately, but it was close. So that run of games was probably my highlight for Beto, to be honest with you. In terms of next season, I think it's up in the air on whether he's staying at the club. I've heard that I think it's Leeds United are after him. A couple of other teams are sort of sounding out. There were rumours, obviously, on the Sean Dyche that the club were looking to sell Beto. I don't know if David Moyes is going to say he likes Beto and wants him to stay. We are short on the ground on strikers, so I wouldn't be getting rid of him unless we can definitely replace him. If we keep him, fantastic. I think now we know how to play to his strengths. We'll see a bit of a better Beto. He'll get better the more he plays in the league. He's hard working as well, to be fair to him. He's a really hard working player. You can't knock that on him. He's got a really good attitude. So I think that he could, if we play to his strengths, we could have a good season with him again. If the club decide to sell him, some of the fees I've seen knocking about are decent fees. We'd get our money back pretty much. It's a tough one. I would argue if we keep him and get another striker, that's a striker's position sorted, and we need to keep him. Otherwise, if we get rid of him, we you could argue we need 2 strikers, especially if Chimiti goes out on loan. So yeah, I'd like to see him stay at the club and play next season for Everton. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give Beto an 8. I thought it's been a really solid season for him. He's just pipped to top goal scorer by Iliman and Die. If he could have finished a couple more of those chances missed, I think we would have been looking at a 9 or something. But an 8 for Beto. So yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and comment down below your thoughts on Beto's season and give me your rating for him. Look forward to reading them. See you soon.